Hey, it's your friend Choice CJ, and I'm back again with another Duel Links episode. And I am recording this immediately after my Volcanics episode. If you guys did miss that, I recommend you check it out. It's a very interesting deck. It's a very different pace than a lot of the decks that I like to play, but Volcanics has been a favorite archetype of mine for a long time. We're going to switch things up a little bit and run a Bonds deck. Or I guess Bonds, I'm not sure how people call it. I always called it Bones because I think that's how they say it in the TV show. But a lot of people say Bonds, and I don't really know why. But anyway, Bonds has a bunch of really cool skills, including Straight to the Grave, which makes for a very nice Magnet Warrior deck. Because Wasteland does give a 200 attack point boost to all Rock-type monsters. And then one really cool thing from the most recent box was Gaia Plate the Earth Giant. And this card works really well with Magnet Warriors because Magnet Warriors are always dumping Rock-type monsters into the graveyard. And that's exactly what you need in order for Gaia Plate to get up and running. And so we can further combo off of this by running one copy of Release from Stone. You can special summon a banished Rock-type monster. And I think that's pretty neat. I see some people that are running just 2 copies of Gaia Plate and no copies of Valkyrion. That might be better, but I kind of like the option to have the Valkyrion because if you don't draw into your Gaia Plate, it's nice to be able to summon Valkyrion from your deck using Delta the Magnet Warrior's effect. Because obviously it does have this really great effect. Banish 3 level 4 lower Magnet Warrior cards from your graveyard and special summon it. Special summon Valkyrion from your hand or deck. So I think just having access to that is pretty nice. Other cards that we're running 1 Attack the Moon, which we can use to snipe spell and trap cards, which is pretty nice. Triple Floodgate. I think Floodgate is the single best card in the game right now. So it's worth running at 3 in almost every deck. 2 Mirror Wall. I have 2 Super Rush, which is nice versus a lot of decks, particularly Hazy Flame. We've got our 1 copy of Econ because Econ's always a good card to have, and we're running Curse of Anubis as well. So I would be running probably 3 betas instead of gammas if I had them, but I didn't unlock Yugi, or I didn't get the chance to farm him before the Battle City events where he was an unlockable character. So the only beta that I have is from the Yugi level up. But he is coming to the gate sometime next week. Or this week, I guess. It depends on when you guys are watching this. From the time that I'm recording it, it's going to be going up. It's going to be next week when Yugi comes out. But then probably putting the 3 betas in here is better. But, you work with what you got. I think 9 monsters is going to be okay here, because I do have a lot of good control cards. I saw the Shady Penguin build earlier today. Again, of the time that I'm recording this. And he ran a more aggro version. It was running, anti-magic arrows and things like that. Maybe that's a good version. I think that a more control-based version is better. But, it's all a matter of preference, right? I don't think there's really a bad build, for this deck. It's not the tier 1 type of deck, but it's actually pretty good. I think as far as non-meta decks go, this is probably the best one. Other competitors are, Gen X. Gen X is probably what I'm going to record with next. Just because it's cool that it's a really, good archetype with, pretty much all rare cards, other than your standard back row and things like that. But all the Gen X cards are all rares. So it's very easy to build and works with a lot of different skills, too. It works really well with Beatdown if you have that. If you don't, and you only have, what do you call it? If you have a Sleight of Hand, that's a good skill to run. So we're playing a Bandit Keith, and I don't know what deck he is. I'm a little weary of it being Phoenix. So all I'm going to do is summon my beta, and I'm going to get off a search for Delta, which is pretty nice here. So I'm only going to set 1. I'm going to I'll set Curse of Anubis, and let's attack into this guy. I'm hoping it's not a Yaksha, but I don't want to overextend. Okay, so we're playing Volcanics. If he's having to set Shell turn 1, he's not in a good scenario. So I'm pretty happy about this. Yeah, if he tries to attack our beta with Blaze Accelerator, that actually is not bad for us. Like, we'll just get our beta out of there. We'll summon our Delta, get another Magnet Warrior Engrave, which is pretty nice. Is that another shell? I guess it is. But anyway, so now I can go ahead and kind of without fear just set my back row now. Because Volcanics don't have a ton of great back row destruction. Cards like Mirror Wall are not going to be super useful versus Volcanics, but it is what it is. I'm only running 2 copies, so of course I drew both. So what are you going to do about that? And I don't know what his back row is right now. But let's go ahead and send a Gamma, which is pretty nice. And again, we'll set our back row. Stinks that we drew Valkyrion. Like I was saying, you know, oh, it's probably really nice to have this in the deck. But of course it's not when you draw it. It's like the opposite of Gaia. Like, obviously you need to have Gaia in hand, but if you can't get it to your hand, then it's not that great. Oh, that stinks. I can't, darn it, that's a major bummer. I can't get off Beta's effect now to get out another Delta, because he banished it. Major, major bummer. But it seems like he bricks super hard, so... I don't know why you run DD Warrior in Volcanics. That doesn't make any sense. Because, like, they thrive off of monster removal. I guess DD Warrior helps versus Hazy and things like that. But I'd rather just run Super Rush. And he's got Sleight of Hand? Huh? This doesn't make any sense. This, like, is this, like, some weird, like, Gem Knight build or something? I don't know. Are Gem Knights even machines? I guess he's getting that Parallel Twister. And he's able to destroy that, so that's totally fine with me. I mean, I'm kind of left without any monsters right now, but I've got plenty of ways to stall. No, this is just like a random... This is just like a random control deck. I guess 7 complete, like a Sleight of Hand is just purely to... and we can activate Curse of Anubis here. It's purely to be fodder for things like Chiron and for Parallel Twister and things like that. I can't imagine that it's used for anything else. Which is, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, so this kind of stinks. We have, we only have a few monsters that we can draw here that are going to be good for us. That is not one of them. So anyway, yeah, this stinks. I'm going to set another Mirror Wall just in case he blows that up. Because I'd like to save the enemy controller. I don't want him to blow that up if I can help it. Because, you know, being able to stall with enemy controller is pretty nice right now. But yeah, that must be all that his deck is. Is he not going to blow anything up? I guess not. It's fine with me. So yeah, let's stall here while we have the chance. Like, I have no idea what he's running. Like, I don't know if he's got, like, anti-magic arrows or something in this deck. I don't want to, like, save Econ for the last moment and then have him be able to deal with it. You know what I mean? So, we can at least put him into defense mode. And, let's hope that we draw one of our good cards here. That's, actually, this'll work. This'll totally work. This should allow us to get out of our Valkyrion. Because we can then, we can activate, Beta's effect, and then we can send Beta to the grave to get out Delta. Then Delta can mill, the Beta from my deck, and I should be able to get out, Valkyrion afterwards. So, I do think I'm gonna just activate this as soon as he draws, because I don't want him to destroy it. That would be bad. So let's just go ahead and activate it as quickly as possible. It's now I'm glad that he had that DD Warrior. Okay, sweet. So now, yeah, we can activate this thing's effect. Let's go ahead and we can add a Delta. So now we're back in good shape, I think. That was a decent draw. Of course, he's got Divine Wrath, which is less good. It's definitely less good. But at least it puts another rock back in my grave, making Gaia Plate kind of live now. So we'll see what he does here. Like, he's getting pretty low on life points, which is nice. Like, all it's really going to take is one attack. Is he going to destroy anything? Like, I mean, you add shell so that you can do stuff. But anyway, I am gonna activate my Mirror Wall here, because I have the second one. And I'd like to save my life points here. But yeah, it's just tough. I don't know if I'm going to be able to draw into something good enough before he can polish me off. So, we'll see. Cross your fingers. Super Rush Headlong is not one of the cards I need. No, let's not pay the cost. I am going to set both of these, because I don't want him to snipe off my other Mirror Wall if possible. Like, it'd be nice to prevent that. Yeah, I feel like I should add a second Gaia Plate instead of the Valkyrion. Just because, like, if I had, like, if this was a Gaia Plate instead of a Valkyrion right now, I would be in really good shape. But obviously, that's not the case. So he's going to be able to add his Blaze Accelerator. So he runs... This is, like, a very odd deck. I'm going to have to look at this when we're done. I don't really understand it. Also, I made a mistake. I should have activated the Mirror Wall before the battle phase. Just, again, in case he had anti-magic arrows. I don't think he's got space for anti-magic arrows in his deck, but you just never know. Like, people do weird stuff. People do very weird stuff. But yeah, so I can survive for one last turn, and we get a Delta. That's not great. Actually, it's not bad either. Because now we should be able to, as long as he doesn't have another Divine Wrath, I think we're okay. If he has Divine Wrath again, then we're in trouble. It doesn't look like he does. We can send Beta. And I'm just trying to figure out what I would like to do here. I think the play is to attack into Rocket and activate my Super Rush. And we'll see what he does. But now I can at least get off Valkyrion. So that's good. We can activate Super Rush. If he's got his own Super Rush always favors the turn player, so that's very good. Let's activate Fire. This isn't another extremely long duel. Like, I don't know why I always have such long duels. Like, I guess I'm just thinking really hard. I should just go and, like, play, like, Red Eyes or something. Something that's, like, way more, I guess, not brainless. It's definitely not brainless at all, but it's just way faster. Yeah, I do like his deck, though, because, like, he's got a lot of cards that benefit from discarding. Like, he can now, like, look how many cards he's got in hand. He can very easily blow up my back row with his Chiron. I'm kind of glad that it's Powerful Rebirth that he has, though, and not something different. Because now my Valkyrion is pretty much, it can pretty much come out without any problems. Which is very good. I just gotta hope he doesn't have, like, Super Rush or something. Parallel Twister. That's totally fine with me. Like, I'm not sure that he knows how this works. Because now we get rid of 1, 2, 3. And we bring out the big boy. It just sucks that it's in our hand. And I think we still have a decent number of rock types in grave for if we get out Gaia Plate. Oh, this is a mistake. It needed to be defense mode. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Because he's just going to blow it up. I guess even if it wasn't, does he have Super Rush? He does have Super Rush. Okay, so he, like, had exactly what he needed. So, you know, it is what it is. I don't know why he played the Blaze Accelerator then. I guess he was just kind of trolling. But it ended up being a close duel, but we weren't able to pull it off. So, since the end of, or since the last episode, I've now lost 4 games in a row. So, let's hope that we can, turn it around. I've not been having a good time laddering. Like, I mean, I'm enjoying myself. Like, I don't mean to say that it's not fun. I just haven't been having good success with winning. Like, I've probably played, like 80 games or 90 games on the ladder, and I've barely won 40. So, it's just been a very rough month so far. I think a lot of it's just because I have been playing a lot of Volcanics, and as I rambled about in my last video, Volcanics I don't think are very good. So we're playing Yami Merrick, so I wonder what kind of deck this is. Is this going to be... It looks like Shadow Game Gladiator Beasts. If I were to take a guess. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So we're going to have to be very careful with this. Let's see here. So we can go ahead and summon our Delta. I don't mind this starting hand too much. We can send a Gamma. And let's go ahead and set 2. Like, I guess the release from Stone doesn't do anything right now. I could have sworn I pulled a Prismatic of this card. Maybe it was a different card. But yeah, this is a very, like, Shadow King Glads is becoming kind of popular. Definitely is annoying. So we'll see what he goes with here. He can't attack into me. Unless he's got, half shut. He could have enemy controller as well, and just be trying to switch me to defense mode. Which would totally be awesome, because then I could, pretty much go 2 for 1 here. Oh, he's got Super Rush. Okay, so there's nothing I can do about that, because I can't activate my own Super Rush. The nice thing, though, is that he's not going to get his Gladiator Beast effect, so that's good. It makes me glad, also, that I didn't activate my own Super Rush. There's no point in doing that, because he would have killed me anyway. Yeah, like, Super Rush isn't the best card for Glads, but... God, I drew Valkyrion again? Oh, this is the worst. Like, I mean, Gaia Plate wouldn't be that much better here. I could summon Gaia Plate, but then it would be dead next turn. But at least I would have, like, Release from Stone that I could activate. So, it's just not very good. Not very happy. I don't know if I should switch up the deck and take out the Valkyrion or not. It's really hard to say. But, yeah, it's just not having good luck here. I did try and record Magnet Warriors once before, and it was kind of more of the same. Like, I just haven't figured out how to use this deck, I guess. Like, it seems like it's straightforward. Like, just, like, kind of play slow until you can get out a boss monster. And then take it from there. But basically, what he's going to be able to do right now is he can... Wait, what? Why did he do that? That was not... very smart. Like, why wouldn't he just double attack and then go into double bestiari? That doesn't make any sense. That really doesn't make any sense. Well, whatever. I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, he's hardly going to be able to lose at this point. So, we draw a beta. So we can... I guess we can attack into this thing. I don't really know what else to do. There's not a whole lot else we can do. Does he have, like, a Floodgate or an Econ or something? Like, we can attack into him. Let's see what happens here. Let's put it to auto, or put it to on. See if he activates, like, Wall of Disruption or anything like that. Okay. Why is my game lagging so bad right now? This is frustrating. Trying not to get discouraged about all the losing that I'm doing right now. I feel like I'm in good spirits. See if we can kill this guy. Don't have econ. Don't have econ. Actually, impenetrable attack would also be pretty sad right now. He's got windstorm. Okay, so I mean, like, there's nothing that we can do. Like, this is just a, if he draws Bestiari, Dimakari, or Lakari, we lose. Which is probably only like 6 or 7 cards out of his deck, so we might not lose this turn. But there's a good chance that we do. So, like, I don't really know what else we could have done. We could have waited for him to attack into our Super Rush, but then if he has, like, if he has an Econ or he's got his own Super Rush, then it wouldn't have mattered. And again, he drew into exactly what he needed. So, you know, what am I supposed to do? Maybe we'll win this next game. I don't know why he did that. He literally had game. Like, this is so annoying. Like, this is just being dragged out unnecessarily. I'll just forfeit on the next turn. You know, like, I want to give him the satisfaction of getting a victory by reducing an opponent to 0 life points. But if you're just gonna, like, make it longer than it needs to be, then then never mind. Like, I guess he was, like, really worried about this back row, but clearly it doesn't matter. And it wasn't gonna matter whether he attacked with Laquari or he attacked with Esadari. So, yeah, we'll just go ahead and forfeit and move on to the next one. We'll try and get maybe 2 more. And hopefully one of them is a win. Because it would stink to go back-to-back games, or back-to-back episodes where it's just overwhelmingly losses. And goodness, I am lagging so bad right now. I don't know what's going on. Alright, so we got disconnected from another game, but here we are finally at Coin Flip versus a Dr. Crowler. And so we'll see how this goes. I feel like this isn't really a matchup that favors... oh god, this is such a bad hand. Oh my god. Oh, this deck is killing me. This is such a bad hand. This is why I see a lot of people playing Restart with this deck. Maybe I could do that. Luckily, we fix our draw, and we draw a Delta. So let's go ahead and send a Gamma to the grave. Yeah, maybe... I don't really know what to do. Okay, so he has a Floodgate. That doesn't really bother me. I don't know why he floodgated that, of all things. Because that's, you know, a card that he cannot use for Gaia Plate or for Valkyrion. So, no problem. I guess I don't know what deck he's playing. He's not Ancient Gears. He is maybe Beatdown? Alright, he sets a card. So, I'm glad he floodgated so that he could immediately put a card into defense mode. But we drew another really great card, being Beta Electromagnetic Warrior. Or Electromagnet Warrior, not Magnetic. So now we can add another Delta, which is fantastic. And we can go ahead and attack into whatever this face-down card is. I just hope it's not a Yaksha. If it's a Yaksha, I'm gonna be a sad boy. Let's see. Maybe we'll also disconnect on this guy? Hard to say. It is a Yaksha. Well, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? And he does destroy a Phoenix. So, at least I have the, at least I've got the Floodgate, so I can then pit it face down and deal with it that way. It just stinks that he's gonna go, like, he's gonna go plus off of this. So, it is what it is. So now we can activate our card. If it ever wants to load, there we go. Yeah, Phoenix is... Oh, it kills me right now. Like, I gotta figure out what the best counter to Phoenix is. Like, other than ninjas, of course. Like, ninjas is pretty good, but I don't want to start playing a ton of ninjas, because obviously they're going to get nerfed at the end of the month. So there's not really any reason to start, like, getting a ton of experience with ninjas. Yeah, but we can go ahead and we can activate our guy here. The reason that this is nice is we can get a bunch of fuel in the grave for Gaia Plate next turn. I'm going to send Beta. I think I'm going to take out one Gamma. I'm going to take out a Gamma for another Alpha. Not because Alpha's good, but because I want another name. Like, having another name would be really nice for dealing with all these cards. Yeah, but it seems like I'm in good position. I can't activate this guy. But I think... Let's see here. Do I have lethal? I think I have lethal. So how many rock-type cards do I have in the grave here? I have 3. So here's what I'm thinking, right? He could have a Windstorm face down, and that would be pretty sad. I guess let's banish these 2. Yeah, I think we pretty easily have lethal this turn. Unless this is a floodgate, and it does seem to be. What do we want to do here? Like, I want to chain Econ and try and take, I think. But that still doesn't give me lethal. Oh, this is a tough call. This is a tough call. Yeah, darn it. I really wish he didn't have that floodgate. Like, I can get 3,300 on the board, but that's it. And then I'm left with not much of a follow-up. Well, I mean, I guess my follow-up is Valkyrion. So we can Econ take this guy. Because I think we'll have 3 names in the grave. Starting next turn. I have 3,400, not 3,300. Oh, and I can also mill. So, okay, so I have another follow-up. I have a Valkyrion that I can get out. With my Delta here. So let's just get as much damage as possible right here. Kill that. The other nice thing about taking Yaksha, like, obviously we can get a ton of points here in damage. But, like, another play I could have done was put the Yaksha into defense position and attack over it. But then he could have just blown up his Phoenix again and gotten it back. Which obviously would have not been ideal for us. Would have been very, very non-ideal. But yeah, assuming he doesn't have, like, cards like Super Rush or anything like that, I think we can get out Valkyrion and win this game. So, but I don't want to get too excited until I actually win. And because he destroyed the Delta. Oh, well, luckily I drew another Delta. No, that didn't matter. I don't have anything else to mill. 1, 2... Okay, I just misplayed. I should have let him kill my Beta first. Alright, so like I said, I got too excited, and now I'm gonna lose again. So, you guys are watching me learn the hard way. That's totally fine. I don't mind. I'm not ashamed to be learning as I go. So, it's just tough to take another loss that's now 6 in a row. And I don't think there's a card that I can draw that's going to win me this game. So, that was a bummer. That was a major bummer. But yeah, he's just gonna attack Delta again. Yeah, I should have let him kill Beta first and then gone with Delta. I mean, I guess I can keep trying, but I just don't feel that good about my chances here. He's got some card that he can activate. I don't know what it is. It seems like an Econ or something. Maybe it's a Curse of Anubis. Let's go ahead and activate this. But like the thing is that even if we kill his Yaksha here, there's a decent chance that he's got a Phoenix in hand that he can blow up. And if that's the case, then we're just screwed. We are pretty screwed. Yeah, he's got Econ. So yeah, I'm just gonna give up here. There's no way we're gonna be able to win after that misplay. So hey, you live and learn. You live and learn. So we'll do one more, and then we'll show mercy. We'll end the duel, or end the episode. Thank you guys if you stuck around for this long. I know that my episodes are pretty long, and I don't really edit them like all that much to make them shorter or anything like that. Oh, Zane's back, so that's pretty nice. But alright, let's get one win. Let's get one win. We had a win, we threw it away, we need a shot at redemption. This is for all you guys out there. Listen up. You need to never give up. That's the moral of this episode. Never give up. Right? Even if you've lost 6 in a row, you do it for the memes, you do it for the fans. So we're playing a Joey deck. It seems to be some sort of Fields of the Warriors. So is this 6 Sams? That's probably what it is. And we draw like booty. Draw like straight up booty. Like, I guess we play 9 monsters, and only 7 of them are like cards that we want to draw. But I mean, that's over a third of our deck. Like, we should draw one of those cards in our 4. Like, I feel like maybe you do need to run Restart. At least for the list that I'm running, Restart's better. But at least we've got a bunch of Floodgates and we can stall this out. And it does seem to be 6 Sams. And we are gonna go ahead and Floodgate that Yaichi. At least 6 Sams are almost as slow as Magnet Warriors. So that's good. Of course, neither of them are as slow as Volcanics. Volcanics is so damn slow. It kills me. Alright, still nothing that we can do. So we'll set another card and end. The nice thing is that he doesn't know what I'm playing, so I got that going for me. Is he going to be able to play another monster? Nope. Alright, we get another opportunity to draw, and we get a card that is good for us. We get Beta. Beta is the perfect card right now. Beta is one of the few pure +1s in the game right now, which is really nice. Which is really, really nice. Does he have... I guess he was thinking about floodgating it. He made a wise choice in not activating it, if that's the case. Because it's just like in the last duel. Like, why did he floodgate me first turn? Like, he could have saved it for Valkyrion or Gaia or something. Like, obviously he ended up drawing another floodgate, so it's not like it mattered. But let's see what we can do here. And if he does have, like, Mirror Wall or something to prevent me from killing him, I do have a floodgate, so I can kill whatever... You know, I can flip face down his second 6 Samurai that he summons next turn. But he doesn't have a card like Mirror Wall, so we're all Gucci. I believe this is going to be our first duel that we win in, like, over an hour. Over an hour for me recording, like, again. It's only been, like, 40 minutes for you guys, which is still really long. It's a painful amount of time to go without a victory. And I don't think I need to floodgate this. Right? I think that's totally fine. And he ends his turn. I feel like I want to activate this effect. Just because, you know, I want to get more fuel into my grave as quickly as possible. Special summon a Delta. And then with our Delta in hand, we can send whatever card is that we don't mill here. I'm just going to go ahead and mill a Gamma. I guess actually milling a Beta would be better, because what if we drew into this Beta? That would be bad. That would be very bad. If we ran Gaia Plate, we wouldn't be worried about running a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, I should have summoned it in defense mode. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Like, I'm looking at the Attack of the Moon in my hand. Alright, so we can now summon this. Yeah, I think probably running without Valkyrion is better. Like, you do thin in this deck quite a bit. So you're always making your chances of drawing Gaia better and better. So that's definitely pretty nice. So we'll go on into the battle phase here, and let's hope that we can pull this off. If he's got, like, Mirror Wall or something, then so be it. Running into a Mirror Wall actually would be pretty nice for us, because then we get out of Valkyrion. But he does activate his Curse of Anubis, which is a-okay with me. We have Floodgates to slow down his Six Samurai shenanigans on his next turn here. So let's see if he draws into a Six Sams monster. I wouldn't hate it if he didn't. But let's see. He's thinking hard. It doesn't quite seem like he's got it. Also, wasn't this card face down? Maybe it wasn't. He doesn't have the ability to attack over anything, though. Right? Unless he's got a... yeah, so he switches into attack mode. Totally fine with me. Excuse me. You see, this is where Attack the Moon would be so nice. You know what? It's worth it. We're gonna just waste our Super Rush here. So then we can, you know, target water, whatever, no problem. See if he does anything to combat that. Probably not. And then we can play Attack the Moon. And then, oh, I guess it's only once per turn, so it's not as good. But still think it's worth it. Let's attack closest to the deck. I'm just, like, desperate for any sort of minor victory at this point. Hopefully it's not a windstorm or something. Oh, it's exactly what it is. Cool. So that's nice. Okay, well, we might as well swing into this now. And again, if he destroys me, no problemo. I can easily get out Valkyrion at this point. I'm just hoping I don't draw it. Now I'm pretty low on cards, so that even though it improves my odds of drawing Gaia, it also improves my odds of drawing Valkyrion. So hopefully he destroys a monster before I draw my Valkyrion. Let's cross our fingers and see if the heart of the cards will guide us. All right, so he gets out a Yaichi. There's nothing he can do here, right? There's kind of no point in spending a Floodgate. There's really no point. And then, yeah, so I don't know why he summoned that. That was kind of a waste. But now we can change to attack position. We can snipe that next back row. The Attack the Moon finally paying for itself. This is a card that I've never really believed in, just because of how slow it is. But he's going to change the position of my Delta that I just had. But now you see we're in a position where we've got quite a lot of back row, quite a lot of cards in hand, and he does not. So let's hope that he doesn't have a Sphere Karibo or anything like that. It kind of seems like it's exactly what he's got. Well, no, I guess he's trying to, it's asking him if he wants to activate the effect to destroy Six Sams with a different name. Or destroy a different one of those. Alright, so now we can Floodgate. Because that card's actually a threat versus us. You would get quite a wombo combo with 6 Sam Yaichi destroying a face-down card and Grandmaster potentially destroying something else. It looks like he's got, yeah, the other guy, so we'll just floodgate this too. He's probably not very happy. But I think we're finally going to be able to go in next turn. You know, at this point, this is basically just playing like a control deck. Like, we don't even need any of our boss monsters. And, alright, what do I want to... So I think now I'm going to set... Let's set Curse of Anubis and Mirror Wall. Change to attack position. Oh, I could have destroyed a Sojin. That would have been nice, but I misclicked. Not a big deal. Destroy this guy. I guess we'll destroy this guy. I don't know if it makes a difference. No, it doesn't seem like it. But yeah, we're definitely in a commanding position now. So cross your fingers. Let's hope that CJ doesn't screw this one up. Certainly is possible. He's got a back row. I think I'm gonna, like, just play this slow and blow up whatever back row that is. Especially now that I've got Gaia Plate. So let's see here. Destroy the back row. Alright, this was the card that we've been needing for a long time. So now we can special summon. Let's go ahead and banish these two. And there we go. Now we're sitting pretty. Sitting very pretty. He's got one card left in hand. I'm not sure what it is. This doesn't seem like it's anything consequential. So yeah, I think we finally wrapped this one up. You know, I don't even know what we blew up. We blew up a Curse of Anubis. Is that what that was? I guess so. No, that was at the bottom of his deck, of his graveyard. I don't know what's at the top. I guess I might get the opportunity to look next turn if he doesn't forfeit right here, which is what I would probably do if I were him. And yes, the loss streak is broken. Oh, that feels good. So, another grueling episode, but we were able to finish this one on a high note, which is very nice. So, I am going to wrap this one up. I'm going to go ahead and face off versus my good buddy Zane Truesdale and see if I can get some good farm cards from him. I don't have very many yet of his drops. Where is he? Oh, he's in the other place. It definitely said he appeared, right? Yeah, okay, it says he's here. Yeah, let's see what we've got here. I guess you guys can't necessarily see, but I've got like 3 of Zwei, but I've only got 2 of Cyber Laser. I've got 2 Fusion Support, and I've got 1 of the other 2. So not bad, not bad. And I got another freaking level 30. That's so annoying. I just want to face level 40 Zane. Is that so much to ask for? But oh well. Thank you guys for watching and enduring this incredibly long episode. Make sure you check back to the channel for other gaming content. And until the next time, I'll see you guys later.